The original fallen angel, Lucifer, is no longer content with his life in hell. Lucifer indulges in his favorite pleasures, women, wine, and song, after stepping down from his throne and retiring to Los Angeles. That is, until a murder occurs outside of his posh nightclub. The murder wakes something strange in Lucifer's spirit, uncannily comparable to sympathy and compassion for the first time in billions of years. When Lucifer meets Chloe, an interesting homicide detective, he is greeted with yet another surprise. Unlike the worst of humanity that he is used to, Chloe seems to be born decent. Lucifer is suddenly left wondering if there is any chance left for his soul. I did it. I finished all 6 seasons of Lucifer, and I have conflicting thoughts about it. Going into the show blindly, what I didn't expect or want was another murder mystery investigation plot, and those are the bits I disliked the most about this show. This is merely another trend surfing show that focuses on a skilled individual who partners up with the lead detective in charge of the week's murder case, initially loathing each other but eventually bonding. It merely became a replica of comparable series like Castle, Mentalist, Deception, White Collar, Psych, Bones, and so on, which disappointed me. I also hated the city transitions as they were annoying to me. It took me out of the show whenever that happened. I liked the theme song too, it's very catchy. Before I give my take on the seasons as a whole, let me get into the performances. Tom Ellis as Lucifer Morningstar steals the show. He oozes charisma and his relationship with the rest of the cast is very captivating. The brother sister like relationship with Amy Garcia as Ella Lopez, who appears from seasons 2 to 6, and the brother like rivalry with Kevin Alejandro as Detective Daniel Dan Espinoza, as Lucifer and Chloe's Dan's ex wife slowly become romantically involved, are all interesting elements to watch. This holds true even with his relationship with D.B. Woodside as Amenadiel, a character who I initially felt was underwhelming, but he grew on me in the later seasons. Even so, after Lucifer, I felt that Leslie Ann Brandt as Mazikeen was the second most interesting character. Her relationship with Lucifer and Eve and her journey in the show was interesting and very cool. I did not like the way Fox handled the series, and in a way, I'm glad that Netflix took over as they made the show so much more enjoyable and they tried to go as deep into the characters as they could. Even Lauren German as Detective Chloe Decker is handled much better from season 4 onwards when Netflix took over. The way she was handled initially was so annoying and it followed the concept I mentioned before. She had barely anything to do in the initial 3 seasons, and it was in the later 3 seasons that I ever even gave a damn about her character. I also did not like the way the series handled the villains. I also loathed their decision of the final villain being Vincent LeMec, and I strongly feel that choosing Michael would have been more impactful story wise. Imagine a story where Michael kidnaps Rory and Lucifer has to save her again. He has to live with killing his brother twice and could have had a stronger character arc for all of them that whatever they did with Linson B. Mack. I did not like that choice. I loved Kane as the primary antagonist of season 3 and as the posthumous overarching antagonist of season 4. I did not like the change in his mindset in the later episode of season 3, but the fight between him and Lucifer is handled very well. And on top of that, that's when Chloe sees Lucifer's devil face. I liked all of that, although I wish I did not have to sit through 3 seasons to get to the reveal. Talking about the final season, I love the inclusion of Brianna Hildebrand as Aurora or Rory. I liked how she impacted Lucifer and Chloe and how she is affected as a result. They found a way to make the time traveling aspect of the last season work in a good way. The Lucifer Rory relationship in particular is very relatable in a way. You feel for both of them and you want them to end up happy, and the way they wrapped it all up in the end is the best way to end the series as a whole. This adds to my frustration of their choice to have Vincent Limette as the final villain. If you think about it even a little bit, he is a human fighting a celestial being, the equivalent of Superman fighting a street criminal. It's not even a challenge, and I know they will make it out fine, so I felt nothing. I talked about that long enough, so back to this season. I didn't like how they wasted Adam's potential in the series. They treated him like he showed up, said some stuff, and went home. I did not like that as it felt like a wasted potential. The same holds true for much of the characters in earlier seasons. Chloe had the best treatment in this season. This was the season where I really emotionally connected with her character. I was very much satisfied with how they wrapped up each character's journey, and I felt this was the best way they could have done it, and they did. That's my opinion on all 6 seasons of Lucifer. Have you seen Lucifer? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments. If you like my thoughts on the series and or you agree with it, then drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.
Now it feels like every part of me is dying. Yeah, you're gone without a trace. You left me where no one can find me. There's no sign of life out here. I scream.